Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving you a tour of the NCL Jewel and the public areas on board of this cruise ship. So we stayed on this cruise ship in October 2024 as part of our West Coast USA cruise. It's the first ever US cruise line that I've been on and one of the smallest ships that I've been on. So let's have a look at what the NCL Jewel looks like, starting off at deck 14. So this ship is 14 decks high, and right at the top is this beautiful sun lounge area, which is a great place to watch for whales and dolphins at the front of the ship. As you can see, it's just such a lovely quiet zone, which was really nice, a really great location for sunsets as well. The other side of deck 14 is also home to the Haven area, which is for exclusive VIP guests, so I couldn't get into that unfortunately. So we're moving on to deck 13, which is the first proper interior area for all public use, which is a lot of specialty dining, a lot of little bars, as well as the Spinnaker Lounge. The pit stop bar is just opposite the pool, and it's a great place for people interested in sport, and it also is a smoking zone. Cue my sister and her boyfriend right here. The Spinnaker Lounge is technically like another little theatre. It's where a lot of the day shows and talks happen, such as meeting a captain or talking to people about things and little games and stuff. It's quite a nice area. It's a bit like an observatory with lovely windows and great viewing points, as well as a bar for getting drinks. 13 is also home to quite a lot of the sport things as part of this cruise ship, including the jogging track, which took up about half of the cruise ship, as you can see right here, as well as the sport bit. So there were lots of little games as well, such as chess, which was really cool, and even a golf driving range, which was awesome. Now right at the back, one of my favourite parts of this cruise ship was the big basketball pitch. Don't know what you'd actually call it. Nice big size, all netted, so you don't have to worry about your ball going over. It's got basketball nets, it's got football goal nets, as well as a little stadium bit, which was so cool. And because there weren't many kids on this ship, we were able to use it pretty much whenever we wanted without having to wait or it be really busy. For anyone who's interested in navigation and inner workings of a cruise ship, I highly recommend visiting this little bridge hideout. It isn't heavily promoted, so it does take quite a lot to try and find it. However, it was awesome to get to see inside the bridge behind glass and get to see the captain doing his job and his duties and getting us across the ocean nice and safely. As already mentioned, deck 13 is also home to the sugarcane bar and quite a lot of specialty dining, which I couldn't really get into a sneak peek with, and I didn't go into, but it all looked very fancy. Next up, moving on to deck 12, which I would say is more of the entertainment deck, as it's home to the arcade, quite a lot of the kids clubs, as well as the buffet. Now, I never went in the arcade apart from when I shot this video, and it was quite quiet in there, and things were quite expensive. You do pay with your cruise card. There were quite a lot of games, though. It was very vibrant in there, as you can tell. But my absolute favourite part of a cruise ship is the buffet, because it's available pretty much 24/7, including on NCL, and I love it. And you can watch the full video of what's included on the buffet right by clicking the link at the top. However, in short, the buffet was really awesome. It had a really good variety of food and quite a difference every single day, which was good to see. My favourite thing was the pancakes, but there was also ice cream available 24/7, which was really cool, as well as juices in the morning and tea and water. There is also the bars as well, which we had a drinks package, so it was really good for using, as well as some other poolside bars. Deck 12 is obviously home to the pools. In total, there are 2 swimming pools here on the NCL Jewel, and they're all good size, and there's a lovely big area of sun lounges around the pool. We were in a cold destination to start, and then moved into a warmer destination. In the cold area, only one of the pools was open, and then when we got into the warm destination, one of the pools was like a family pool and the other one was an adult only swim pool. So it's not very well marked, but it's important to note. We also had a couple of lovely refreshing hot tubs, which is one of my favourite parts. I definitely prefer the hot tubs over the swimming pool. 12 was also home to a card room, which was quite busy quite a lot of the time, which was quite cool, as well as the library, which you can take books. It had crosswords, it had little trivias every day, which was really nice to see, and it just had a nice calm atmosphere in it. There are lots of different books that you could read either in the library or take back with you. The spa was also located on deck 12, and I did not use the spa at all. The prices are really expensive on NCL, so definitely keep an eye on that. It did look really nice though, and it did offer a good variety of massages and beauty therapies. We also had the gym, which I actually used. Very proud of myself. It was a very well equipped gym. It had everything you need, and it didn't feel busy at all in there. Really nice views of the world going by as well. Decks 11 till decks 8 were basically all the cabins, so I didn't really show them. However, we moved on to deck 7, which is the Promenade deck, one of the main areas with all of the dining and all of the entertainment and bars. Promenade deck offers another walk around just under the life/tender boats, which is quite a nice atmosphere and very close to the sea. As mentioned, quite a lot of the lounges and bars can be found on deck 7, including the Bliss Lounge, which always was very busy and had a really nice atmosphere. Quite a lot of quizzes took place here. Some more speciality dining was found on deck 7, including Chin Chin, which my family went to and really enjoyed. And deck 6 and deck 7 are also where the atrium can be found, including a Starbucks coffee, which was pretty cool. I didn't have any, but the menu looked pretty awesome. And you could also find all of the guest services, shore tours and future cruise area on board of this ship in this beautiful atrium with such a lovely light and chandelier. So deck 7 was also home to quite a lot of the merchandise and shops, including this art bit, which you can pay for photo shoots. Again, it was really expensive. Quite a lot of these additional price things on NCL are really expensive, as well as trade winds, the tax-free and duty-free shop. Again, it was quite pricey in here. However, there was quite a nice variety of things. There were some nice NCL Jewel souvenirs and typical NCL things. If you're into jewellery and watches, you might be able to get a good price. And there were some guest bags and everything in there as well, but just nothing really took my fancy. You also had your essentials and some American snacks, sun cream, some medications, etc. Next up, moving on to deck 6, which is the final public area of NCL Jewel. So this basically was a bit of the atrium area where quite a lot of the main dining rooms were, as well as the bottom of the theatre and a couple more bars. I'd say the bars and the lounges in this area is a little bit more adult friendly rather than kid friendly. There was the sport lounge, there was quite an uplifting bar right here as well, and it was also home to the casino area. Now on a lot of American cruise ships, the casino area is a big part of the ships and the culture, and you can tell that it was very vibrant in here. Not quite busy yet, but it does get quite busy on sea days in the evening. Please do note though, if you are into casinos, that you cannot do these once you're ashore. You have to be at sea to be able to take part. All of NCL's ships have something called freedom dining, which means you can dine exactly whenever you want in whatever area. So we always chose the Tussauds Palace, which is the main dining room, or one of them. And with NCL, I found the food was quite big portions. Didn't have like the most richest of all flavours, but was really, really nice, and I did enjoy dining in there. However, I would say the service isn't quite as good as some of the other British cruise liners that I've been on. The final destination that I've added as part of this NCL Jewel tour is the Stardust Theatre, which is such a lovely theatre, may I add. You can get from here from deck 6 and 7, I believe. Now, I did find in the NCL Jewel there wasn't that many shows, and the shows weren't as amazing as what I've seen, especially on MSC, but they were really, really cool when they did happen. Lots of other events do also happen in the Stardust Theatre, such as quiz shows. So my final honourable mention as part of this tour is the tenders and the anchor port. So we had an anchor port in Santa Barbara, and the whole process was really smooth with NCL. They had loads of lifeboats out there, pretty much consistently going back and forth. They do ram up the lifeboats quite a lot. I'm not sure what the other process is with other cruise lines, but it was a very enjoyable experience and I felt very safe on the boats. So much for watching my video on the NCL Jewel tour. And please do note that I probably didn't include absolutely everything. Cruise ships are massive and they have so many different features. Overall, I'd say the NCL Jewel is a slightly older ship. However, she is an absolute hidden gem. She is the perfect size for a cruise as well as for all ages. Thank you so much. Remember to like and subscribe.